Alright my friends, it's Stoker the Geek here, and for this review we have a look at the new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman from Superman Speeding Bullets. And first of all, man, it feels like we're getting a McFarlane figure every freaking day. It's just nuts. They are announcing figures and like shipping them out the next week, it feels like. Very high quality problem, but I'll take it. So I am a huge fan of the classic Elseworlds line from DC Comics, which is where this figure comes from. This comes from the story Superman Speeding Bullets. It's a what-if story where what if Kal-El landed in Gotham and Thomas and Martha Wayne adopted him, and then he's the one who witnessed their death at a young age and drove him to become Batman while still having Superman's powers. So that's what this concept is based on. So I am super excited to have this figure. Never thought we'd see a Speeding Bullets Superman Batman from McFarlane Toys. Surprised we never got one from DC Direct back in the day, but man, I'm just so happy to have one now from McFarlane Toys. Hope we get way more figures like this that are based on classic DC storylines that neither DC Direct or Mattel got to. So really excited here. So yeah, without further ado, let's get him out of his plastic packaging and take a look. Alright my friends, so here's a look at Superman from Speeding Bullets outside of the packaging. First of all, he comes with a flight stand, as you can see. He even comes with a pair of extra hands. Look, he's got closed-fisted hands that he comes with. Really cool. And then comes with this trading card. I would have preferred the art from the comic book, but that's okay. This is a really nice shot, so that's cool. And then just for comparison's sake, this is what it should look like. So let's try to get them side by side. So this is the original comic book art. Eduardo Barretta, a beautiful, amazing artist. Really love his style. So there's the original comic book. As you can see, I've had this for a long time, so yeah, there he is. And I gotta say, they nailed it. Like, the emblem is correct, the belt's correct. Let's get into the comic book a little bit, see if I can find a shot of it in action. There you go. So there's the costume, and I think it looks pretty fantastic. It looks just like the comic. Look at this art. Beautiful art. If you guys haven't read Speeding Bullets, I highly recommend it. It's a really short read, as you can see. It's a really thin comic, but it's so well done. Such a great story. Love Elseworlds. This brand was everything to me growing up, so super excited that we have this figure. Anyways, enough about that. Let's get back to the figure itself. So let's take him off the stand. So again, this figure, man, I'm very biased about this figure because I am a huge fan of the source material, and they, in my opinion, nailed it. It looks just like the comic book. They even got this pattern on the side of it, which is very true to the comics. The emblem looks great. It's a mix of Superman and Batman's emblem. I love they did the darker shade of coloring on the underwear piece there, or the boxers, whatever you want to call them. The boots look great. The cape, I love the way the cape is ruffled there. And then the mask. I keep mixing this guy up with Asbats because we have an Asbats coming out any moment now. It's apparently already hitting Walmart, so I gotta be on the lookout for that guy. But yeah, it's just, I love the 90s love we're getting. We're getting an Asbats, and at the same time we're getting a Speeding Bullets Batman Superman. You know, so this is great. So yeah, here he is. There is the articulation, as you can see, standard articulation from McFarlane. Little bit limited with the cape there, but not too much. You can still make some fun poses. Good range of motion on the neck, so you can make some really cool flying poses. And yeah, I think it's just a fantastic figure. It's just hitting all the nostalgia vibes for me. And again, it's an excellent comic. Highly recommend it, and so stoked that we have this figure. And again, this is like the first Speeding Bullets figure from DC, I believe. We never got one from DC Direct, and if I'm not mistaken, we never got one from Mattel. So McFarlane, kudos for doing a figure we've never seen before. I love it when we get brand new iterations. Even I know it's another Batman figure, but I'm here for Batman and Superman, so the more the merrier there. My camera's a little bit off there. There we go, that's better. So there he is. Alright, let's go ahead and see how he looks next to some other figures. All right, my friends. So here he is next to the Three Jokers Batman and the Rebirth Flash. So stands really nicely next to them. Fits in great. A little bit shorter than the Three Jokers Batman, which, as we know, is a taller Batman. The scales really nicely with the Flash. So he looks great. He's going to fit in great with your McFarlane collection. As always, I will post more videos, comparisons, pictures, and content on Instagram. Plug. And there you go. So yeah, not much more I can say about this guy. I'm really curious. Oh, there he goes, Batman in the background. Really curious to know what you guys think about this, especially. I don't want to sound so pretentious to say the younger generation, maybe folks who didn't grow up with this story. What do you guys think about this particular character, this particular iteration of Superman / Batman? You know, if you don't have any frame of reference to the comic book, are you excited about it? Just really curious, because again, selfishly, this is a comic book I've grown up on, love it. Again, I mean, look at it. Such a great comic. Go read this comic book. I need to get myself a newer edition of it, but go get yourself this comic book. It is worth a read. And there you go, guys. There is my usual rambling reviews. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate your support as always. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Hope you're doing well, and take care.